Hey everybody, welcome to the Ivy's Grove, and I'm going to be sharing with you what I got, what I've purchased, what I've been making, and this past Saturday was my 47th birthday, and I'll be showing you my little small, I have a small haul um, that I got from my husband and my two daughters, and a couple of things that I bought a few weeks ago. We're talking late May to June to about maybe roughly a couple days before my birthday. So, without further, plus an update, certain things. So, what I've been doing as well. So, let's get on to it. First off, my position is going well. I think I said this last time. I should be being paid for my supervisor position starting in August, and I should be able to see it on my pay in the middle of August and actually start getting paid for my position. But my boss gave on my days she would give a O for overtime just so that I get paid that extra as a supervisor, even though I'm being pretty much trained as a supervisor and I'm pretty much on that verge of not being trained. I was supposed to have this weekend off. I have a coworker who her and her son are leaving the company. They're moving to another state. She asked me if I could take over her shift for Sunday, which was fine because my birthday was on a Saturday. Because she had to take a trip to the state that her and her son and her family is moving to. Uh, she's just going to spend a week there just to check some places to live, put a payment down, come back, work up until a certain point where her and her son are done, and then they're moving down. Coming from a background of bouncing around the United States, I totally get it. I was happy to help her out, so I took the Sunday. I had yesterday off and today off. My husband has friends who have a lake house. He's been wanting to take me and the girls up there to finally meet his friend, who I believe his friend was in one of his classes at the school, at the college. This summer, my husband did mostly. He did all his classes were online. There was a reason behind it, but the the original plan, um, the original plan and the reason why he did it fell through, which I'll explain a little bit later. I mean, he still took the classes, obviously, but there was a reason behind that. So, so I'll be meeting his friend that he had a couple classes with, as well as they go rock climbing in the gym as well. So I get to meet a friend of his today, as well as let's see, my goals are going to be starting school in the beginning of August. My teenager, she just started her job roughly about a week ago. She has a part-time job, and let's see what else. Yesterday we did a window shopping per se for a future big purchase. We also have all total one, two, three, part three, no, definitely three decent purchases that we definitely need to do, and possibly a fourth one. The fourth one is for our, our daughters in the very near future. Uh, but the other three, I mean, all four more, all four of them are very needful stuff that we need to do. It's almost like a back to back to back. So, but is it inevitable? We got to do it. That will be at another video. So let's start out with what I bought myself. I got these. I got three of these. I bought these. I bought two of them because two of them are on my altar. So I'm going to put in two out of the three. I got these at Michael's sunflower candles, and they come in three in a package. And I thought it would be great for Llamas and Mayborn. So these two are going to be born for Llamas. I cannot pronounce the other. I know it's for the god, the Celtic god Lug. So I thought these were cute, and they fit really well. I bought one, but I saw this one and another one at an antique store. They were like for a pair. It was like $6 or $8, not too shabby. It's a tea light candle, fit perfectly. Birds are being loud today. They're doing warnings. Okay, let's see. Last night, I came across a notebook, like a regular school notebook. I have a couple of oil recipes. I put down, I believe, so far one. I found two others. This is my oil journal. So I, I wrote, I put down the ingredients in the the meanings with it. Sorry. So did that last night. One of the shirts I bought was for myself was this. I need a little bit more summer cooler shirts. I got this one. I wore this one. It's a button down. I wore this yesterday, short sleeve. The other two I got, they're more long sleeve. They're good for like fall and spring. This one, and I saw this. Kept going back to it. And after I got my three, the other three, I went and snatched this one. I thought this was kind of neat. Goodwill. All four of these were from the Goodwill. Um, let's see. The other day, roughly 3, 4 days ago, no, longer than no, it was before my birthday. So Saturday. So I think it was like Thursday. I'm walking. I walked to my Jeep. Realized I forgot something. Went back to the house. When I started walking back to the Jeep, I started to look down, and I have saw this little guy, a cicada shell. Picked it up, went back to the house, put it on my altar. So, yeah. So I got myself a cicada shell. I love reptiles and insects that shed. So, let's see. So I've heard of this person through a YouTuber, um, Olivia from The Witch of Wonderlust. She did an interview roughly 3, 4 years ago. She interviewed, I believe her name is Sarah, Conjured Cardea. She had Conjured Cardea has her own website, and she also has her own Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel about talking about making oils. Check that out. It's pretty good. I'll put it in this I'll put them in the uh, down below. She tends to once in a while. She had a BOGO sale. So you buy one oil and you get the second one free, but you gotta buy the same one. So I bought three different three different kinds and did the BOGO. So I have six. Three of them are all the same. So say for instance if you went and got her Diva drip and you have to write down BOGO sale. You will get the Diva drip, second Diva drip for free. And I believe it's any size bottle. I did the smallest one because these small ones go a long way. So yeah, there's still plenty. So I got myself, let's see, Cloudy and Create. home hunter. Not home hunting right now, but you know, be great for the future. I have something on hand. And Silver Success, which is a form like a luck oil, but there's more to it. So it was her first BOGO sale. I think it's like in like 3 or 4 years, so it's been a while. So I jumped on it. If you go on Instagram and look up Conjured Cardea on Instagram, she does videos on Instagram, and as well as uh, pitch, photos and sales that she has for her services and everything else. Plus, she has her own website. She does not sell at Etsy. She always had her own website. So go check out. I think she has a Facebook as well. So Facebook, Instagram. She has a YouTube channel. She does not update on her YouTube channel, but there's some really good info that she talks about. And I believe has it in her Instagram. Yeah, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, yeah, and her website for her store. What else? Just making sure. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so I'll save this one a little later. Okay, so I had a decent sized pickle jar that I made what do you call it? Give me a minute. Oh, I just realized something. I didn't have it out. I also got Conjure Cadea's firewall protection. I got the BOGO sale on that one too. I forgot to bring it out, but yeah. So I got 4 oils, a total of 8, and only had to pay. So it was So it was the BOGO sale, buy one get one. So I got 8 oils of the same. So, but I made a oil blend on a big, huge dill pickle jar. Let the ingredients sit for quite a while, and I drained them, and it filled up pretty much these 2 bottles. So this is I got this from under the field under the veil of marigold. She was originally one fifth bruja. Uh, I made I made her oil before. The only difference is I use dragon's blood instead of sulfur. And what it is it's an all around removing of obstacles oil type, and and the ingredients cover pretty much everything that you need to cover in order for you to make this. So, yep, it's straight up oil that I let it strewn with the ingredients, and I decided to put them in 2 bottles. And so this one filled up. You got this one. So I got 2 bottles of that. I use it. The first time I made it, I used it constantly, constantly. Great and with great results. I think this one, I think I tweaked on a couple of things as well. I think I added a couple more ingredients. So then I also made this spray. This is just a general blessing spray. So it's on my prosperity abundance altar, and every other day I will spray it on me, and I spray it around my prosperity abundance altar in front of my house. Let's see. Okay. No, no, no. If you guys are new, you may not know this bottle, but if some of you are not new, you will recognize this bottle. I did make my own oil with it, and yes, for the people who are new to my channel, this bottle is lily shaped in a triangle. The whole thing is a triangle. Triangles and pyramids are good for, it's a great shape for manifestation. I do have, uh, I do have a purpose with this oil. One of them I could tell you is for focus. So there's this. Also, I got this of, when did I get this? April, March, April. Got this at the Dollar Tree store. I have it written down what I'm gonna put in that I'm gonna be recording and share. So, yeah, the thing is a little bent, but it's it's fine because leaves bend. Actual leaves do bend, especially when they start to wither and die. This is perfect. Oh, and one more thing I got literally a couple days ago. Went to an antique store. Just went looking. Like I really wasn't gonna buy anything. Just looking around. And then I saw this guy, and the area that the person, you know, sells always has 50% off. I've seen these in Etsy anywhere from 25 to roughly 35 bucks, which I think is ridiculous. She originally was selling it for 16, was 50% off, so I got it for 8 bucks. Ready? And see if we can hear it. Do you hear that? Let's see if I do it again. Because of this little plastic thing. So it's just a satisfying sound. But yep, I tend to collect bottles, very unusual bottles. As in sizes like this. I think I have with this one. I think I have two, maybe three of something like this. Something like this. I have to double check. I know of two. I think this is the third clear one, and then I got this one. So these shapes, I got three or four. I'm good. I'm good. So let's see. Anything else? That's it on my end about purchasing stuff. Birthday haul. So my preteen made me this birthday card. She asked me what color, so I told her purple. She made this about roughly about she made this style for herself, and I thought it was really cool. When I say last year, she was about 11, almost 12. So I was pretty impressed. So she decided to make me one. She asked me what color, and I said purple. Yes, it's a dish with an eyeball, but if you notice, there's a little teeny hole to put your incense stick in. She first made this for herself to burn incense for her in her room. I thought that was great. So she saw how amazed and happy and how I really like it. So she made me one, almost less than a year. So yeah, my preteen made this a incense stick holder. Then my eldest went with my husband of a gift he was getting me. She decided to pick incense stick of dragon's blood to go with a certain thing that my husband bought, which I will save it for last. My husband has two 3D printers. So you could pretty much print anything on the internet, on the internet. Or, or if he makes his own on the computer, he transfers it. This one I am planning. He was going to paint, but he decided not to, which I'm so happy he didn't do because I want to paint it myself. I'll get to that one in a minute. This one, I'm gonna paint it, but I want to add a back of a pin to have it put it on my jacket or something. He made me this on a 3D printer that he has down cellar. And then he made me, which he didn't paint, which I'm glad, because I have an idea of color I want to do. So I can hang it up. There's a hook, so I can hang it up on my wall. So yeah, I was so happy when I saw these. That it was so cool. Then in the store that um, my other daughter, and my husband went to with the dragon's blood and the last gift is this sticker. Yes, it's a baby dragon. And Second Star and Stone. That's the store about 40 minutes from our house. They do have a Facebook. So if you're living in the Western Virginia area, go check them out. Last but not least, this. I saw this at the same store. My husband was with me. It was a couple months ago. It was something I've been wanting for like an actual statue. I have a bowl of it. I have one with a bowl. I have three candelabra with this particular animal, and I've been wanting a actual statue for a while, and I'm very very picky. So after practicing for 30 years, I finally found one, and my husband got it for me. Too bad it's not. I'm not in my room in the dark, but who knows? I might show it in the next video. When I first saw this, I got really excited, and he asked me what I wanted for my birthday. A couple weeks later, I told him this. He's like, okay. But he at the store, when I saw it, I really like it. And when I was turning it around, looking at it, he goes, oh, there's a little light bulb. I'm like, what? I look over. Sure enough, there's a little light bulb. See the little light bulb right there? And the button, let's see, is right here. I like the fact it's not the switch on the bottom. It's like a button right here. So I don't have to pick it up and try to, detail. This is claws, it's foot. This is tail, it's other foot. Yeah. Love the horns and just the detail of it. And yeah, you turn it on, you turn the light on. I'm gonna do it. It's too light. I'm gonna have to do a video, a small little like short video um, on my altar. Just press the light just to see. It glows. It makes it glow. It's so cool. And it's funny because it makes a on the ceiling. It makes a cellu 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 cellulite. I can't pronounce it. But it gives off a light that looks like a beheaded angel when you look up in the ceiling. So yeah. So yep, that's my little birthday haul. So my husband was just like, he was like, It's not a lot. I'm like, no, it's okay. It's good. It's good. More than plenty. Don't worry about it. It's just enough. So yeah, so that's my little haul. Let's see what else. Yeah. So yeah, we did window shopping yesterday on something. That's gonna be part of a big purchase. We are due for a renewal of our lease, which we will be doing. And I am about ready to do, after this, I'm going to do my solar return reading today. Uh, and by Kelly Bear, originally done by Kelly Bear, uh, YouTube channel. So I'm stoked on doing that one. I'm either going to do the whole thing, or I might get, I might pull a major arcana card for the year at least, and set it on my altar for a bit, and then do it, and then do it in a day or two. Do the big one then, because it's a pretty decent size year ahead spread. So, and it's the solo return, as in you do the reading on your birthday or near your birthday. So I am stoked on that one. I think that's it for now. Besides the little short of the video I'm gonna planning on doing for the statue later in the week. I will say, keep an eye out on the oil I'm gonna be making for this bottle. It's coming very, very soon. I gotta record it. I'm hoping to record it either this weekend. I'm hoping before this weekend, because I do a 12 to 8:30, and sometimes I don't get home between 9 and 9:30, depending on what time we get done. So excuse me, I have it itch on my nose. It's a piece of hair, and yeah, we have a lot of. I'm not the only one. A lot of creators are going through some changes. Between my position, my daughter, one of my daughters has a job. She started last week. We're gonna be making a couple decent purchases that we gotta do it. We gotta do it. There's just no going around to it. It's 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 very needful stuff. Like, we really need it, but it's a decent. All of them are pretty decent purchases. We could decent purchases, but like, there's one that's a big one, and then there's one that's big, but we're gonna go used on it. Give you a little hint on that one. Let's see, what else? Oh yes, um, one of the purchases that I need to get before my husband leaves, and it's also part of the reason why originally my husband took online classes this summer, but it fell through. Um, my husband's going up north to help his parents um, with the plumbing of that house. The house got lifted, and they should be able to move in soon, hopefully. Uh, so his parents be able to move back in, and then he's able to, because he has like a 2 week window before his next semester, and his next semester is going to be in school this time. So I think that covers everything. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I've been writing ideas. I have ideas. I've been writing them out. I'm going to try on a schedule. I'm going to try hopefully 1 day a week, and maybe bump it to 2 times a week. I might do a rotation. I think I might do one a week and two a week. One a week. I think that's going to help more. So until then, guys, I had a great birthday. I hope everybody had a good weekend this weekend, and I'll see you soon. Later.